Welcome back, my fellow troglodytes. Today I will be playing Elden Ring, but I can only use katanas. I will be starting as the samurai class because, I do kinda need a katana for this challenge to work. That makes the Uchi Katana the first katana we gather on this run. This right here is the beautiful protagonist of this story, Toad Howard. And just like every other run, the grafted scion decimates me. Got me flasks, picked up torrent. Then straight to Fort Height so I could get Bloody Slash and the Dectus Medallion half. Picked up my Wondrous Physique. Then straight to Caelid so I could get my hands on the Meteoric Ore Katana. Then I went and got myself the Dragon Crest Shield Talisman. Then I pulled up to the big dragon so I could get them juicy yummy runes. Yummy runes. Yippee, I can now use my sword. And also, if you're enjoying the video, remember to like and subscribe, because I want to get to 500 subscribers by the end of the year. I don't know if that's long, I have no idea how long it takes to get subscribers. I got the other medallion half, picked up the Radahn sword seal, pulled up in the round table hold. Margit time. I very quickly learned that the Asher War in this weapon is just absolutely useless against bosses. It does nothing. It doesn't even do like good stance damage or anything. And honestly, at the start of this fight, I was playing like an absolute shit. I was just getting hit by everything and I just weren't dodging anything at all, which isn't good. And because, luckily I am the best Elden Ring player of all time, I managed to bring the fight back. Honestly, at this point, with the amount of times I've fought this boss, I shouldn't struggle at all. And as you can see, I didn't really struggle, but katanas are really good, so he dies. I have over 300 hours on this godforsaken game at this point, and I still just die to stuff like this. You think I'd know better? Picked up the Glintstone Key, pulled up to my main man EG. Can we get an I love EG in the comments? Stormveil time. Godrick time? I personally think that Godrick's like a fairly cool boss with like his quotes and stuff, but he is such a pushover. This fight is always so much easier than Margit for me. I don't know why. Just look at his health melt away. He didn't stand a chance. Into his second phase and he has no health left. That's how quick this katana is demolished. Is it an dance break? No, he's just dead, he's gone. He's such a pushover of a boss fight. The next katana I wanted to get is the Moonveil, and to get the Moonveil you have to go to Gale Tunnel and you have to kill the boss at the end. I've found the best Jari boy to ever exist. In my entire career as an Elden Ring player, I have never learned what that's actually meant to say. Is it worm? Wormy boy. I died to the magma one first, but then I kill it. And then with that we got our third katana, the Moonveil. Then we start Viray's questline. Then I ride the Grand Lift of Dectus up to Altus Plateau. Then I invaded Mr. Beast, absolutely shit on a couple times. A little bit. And then I finally managed to beat him. Viray again, he wants me to go get my Maiden's Blood. So the grafted fight kinda went something like here it died. Just kind of thought that this looked hard as fuck, honestly, just throwing it in. Then as this quest goes, Viray proceeds to finger me. I pulled up in Mogwin's palace. As the guy who makes these videos, I am taking an executive decision and I'm deciding that using the bow on this bird is just allowed in all my runs, because I am not going grinding some random bitch ass motherfucker for some runes when this bird exists and he has 10k per runes, right? If you've got a problem with this, I don't know, leave a mad comment. I upgraded the Moonveil. I finally decided to tackle Hoarah Loux, Red Wolf of Radahn time. As like always, the Red Wolf is just such a non-problem. He's such a weak enemy. I didn't almost die to him a few times. It was surprisingly close. I'm quite bad at this game. But, just keep your distance and do your little attacks. He does big damage, but no health. Pulled up at Moongrum. Believe it or not, Moongrum died. Rennala time. Or at least it would have been Rennala time if I wasn't an absolute shitter at this game and died twice. Honestly, after just being embarrassed by Rennala like that, I decided to go to Volcano Manor. Believe it or not, I found my way to Volcano Manor. Then I did the first Volcano Manor request. There's a good reason I do not touch PvP in this video game. I did end up winning, but look how close it was. I should not have won that. That was pure luck. I decided to do the second invasion. And yet again, this one was really close. Just one more hit and I would have died, because I was also on a time limit because of Scarlet Rot. Shouldn't have won this one either. I got our fourth katana, the Serpent Bone Blade. Then I realised that this blade wasn't somber, it was just normal smithing stones. I never used weapons in this game that require normal smithing stones, so I know none of the locations. First smithing stone bell bearing is located in Hoarah Loux Crystal Cave, or whatever this place is called, so we went and decimated that boss. I mean, honestly, it was a Crystallion, it's not going to be hard. For the next bell bearing, I had to pull up in the sealed tunnel in Altus Plateau. I just pulled up, got the bell bearing and left. I upgraded the weapon to plus 12. Finally, with this new weapon, I decided that Rennala should be just a piece of piss. It should be really easy. First half of this fight, piece of piss, you know, very easy. First half of this fight is always easy. Honestly, second half was even much harder. You see, Rennala is very weak to physical damage. Yeah, she died fairly quick, she didn't last 2 minutes. I decided to start Ranni's questline, and you know, that involves killing Liurnia. Liurnia dies fairly quick, not very strong. We pull up to Ranni, just, you know, say hi. Yeah, I did that part of the Ranni quest just so I could get this talisman. I pulled up to Red Main Castle because I decided it was Radahn time. I died 3 times. I'm taking another executive decision here, and I'm deciding I'm allowed just to use the summons because this boss fight is so much more fun with the summons. If you've got a problem with it, comment your favourite joke in the description. I think that this fight is like one of the funnest in the game, just because you can like summon all your boys, like you can have like your favourite characters fight with you, because like I'm an Alexander warrior jar, you know, enjoyer, I love him, and you can have him fight in this fight with you, and that's why it's so good. I don't care what people say. Best fight in Elden Ring, in my personal opinion. Just the funnest. The fight goes extremely well. Me and the boys just dismantled his entire career. Yeah, he just straight up dies. I wanted to max out my Moonveil just because it's like the coolest looking katana, and I'm probably going to end up using it for the rest of the run. So, you know, I needed a Somber Stone 7, and the only one I know where it is past this Godskin Fat Boy, so as you can see right now, we demolished the Godskin Fat Boy. I ended up getting sucked, but after this I picked up Somber Smithing Stone 7, 8, 9 and 10. Pulled up to the Radahn hole, Mimic Tear fight, Mimic Tear died, and now the Mimic Tear's mine. Picked up the Fingerprint Blade while I was seeing over Ranni. I give the blade to good old Ranni. I pulled up at the good old Tree Sentinel. You know, at this point this fight should be fairly easy. You know, I'm over leveled, I've got a really good weapon, but you'll never guess what. I perish. Yeah, then I killed him, and it like wasn't even really close at all this time. Melina decided to pull a father and just leave us. Godfrey's Golden Shade time. I then experienced what I can only describe as the biggest fumble I've ever had in this video game. Then after this, the amount of times I died to this boss, I am never going to beat the fraud allegations. I am such a shitter at this game. Then after that, I just absolutely demolished his entire flow, just absolutely shit on him. It definitely wasn't really close again, I nearly died. Margit time. I usually never struggle with Margit, but I ended up dying twice with this one. So, you know. But as you know, I am the #1 Elden Ring player to ever exist. So, you know, first phase went smoothly, went easily. He isn't exactly the hardest man, just took my time, you know, patience. Patience is a virtue. If you're struggling with Elden Ring, you just need to be patient with your attacks. Second phase, easy as well, and he dies. He's the fell omen, because he fell and died. I touched the Erd Tree. And then Melina told me to go to the, you know, mountaintops of the giants. And as Melina told me, I pulled up in the mountaintops of the giants. And look at this cool gentleman I found. I sure hope he isn't clinically insane.
Burn the Erd Tree to the ground and incinerate all that divides and distinguishes. May chaos take the world. May chaos take the world.
Who would have guessed that he was a little insane? Definitely have not done his questline before. Definitely don't get Frenzied Flame ending almost 100% of the time. And because genuinely the Frenzied Flame ending is just the coolest in the game, I decided to go to the subterranean shunning tunnels so I can, you know, go inherit the Frenzied Flame. I have explored these tunnels what at this point feels like thousands of times. Maybe it's just because I've gone lost in them so many times, or maybe it's because I have been in these tunnels thousands of times. But at this point I just kind of know where I'm going, and it wasn't really any trouble getting to good old Clone Moog. Clone Moog just kind of violated my entire bloodline. Honestly, Moog is a fairly hard boss, even like Clone Moog. It was really close again. But you know, your boy is the #1 Elden Ring player ever to exist, and definitely isn't a shitter at this game. And as you see, he fell. Got myself Erd Tree favor +1. Riddle me this, Mr. Elden Ring. How comes I died more times trying to get down to the bottom of this hole than I did on good old Moog clone? I'm stumped. Then after dying what felt like thousands of times, I finally made it to the bottom. I then inherited the Frenzied Flame. and thus Toad Howard inherited the Frenzied Flame. Melon now hates my existence. Did get some new drip though, so who cares? I decided to fight Funny Rivers of Bloodman so I could prove that I am the better samurai, and of course we win, and we also get our hands on the Rivers of Blood. Fire Giant time. I swear when I first played this game that Fire Giant was like the bane of my existence. I remember getting really angry at this boss a couple of times, but no, he's easy. I don't know if it's because I've fought him so much, because all the trial and error I had back in the day, but I don't struggle with this boss anymore. He's the one boss I'm like confident with. It's weird. Anyway, of course he falls, of course he dies. I am the best Elden Ring player. I burnt the Erd tree to the ground, like the guy told me to. Farmer Missoula, the bane of my existence. I hate the Godskin Duo, and Maliketh is a treacherous boss. I guess Godskin Duo time. Honestly, at this point it was personal. I hate the Godskin Duo. I died a good 18 times to these two. These bosses, you know, on my first playthrough, this and then Maliketh after that's the only time I've ever rage quit a game to the point where I thought I'd never play it again was these two bosses, because why are they right next to each other? It is absurd. Anyway, I end up killing them because I am, like I said, the best Elden Ring player to ever be born. I've done the Alexander quest thousands of times before, so we're going to speedrun this shit. First things first, we go to the Magma Worm and we kill him. And then we go pull up to Alexander, give him a nice talk. And then we pull up on Alexander and we kill him. Alexander falls. Rest in peace, you won't be missed. Give me that talisman. I pull up and get the Dragon Crest Shield Talisman +2. You know, extra damage negation. Can't go wrong. Honestly, you know, quite surprisingly, I just completely shit on the Tree Sentinel. He died, perished. Maliketh's entire arena just didn't show up, just wasn't in the mood today. I decided the Moonveil just wasn't cutting it anymore, and decided I wanted to try the Rivers of Blood, because surprisingly, in all my hours of Elden Ring, I've never given the weapon a proper chance, and I've always heard very good things about it. I also picked up the Lord of Blood's Expectation, what does that last word say? Not a clue. I picked up this talisman thingy. I maxed out my Rivers of Blood and completely respect into it. Maliketh is the bane of my existence. I despise this boss with a burning passion. There is nothing else I am more passionate about than my pure hatred of Maliketh. I died 13 times to this boss. I hate Maliketh. Of course I win. I'm the best Elden Ring player, but God does this boss try my patience. I hate Maliketh. It's so weird though, because after Maliketh you get Sir Gideon Olfnir. This boss is so easy. Why is he even a boss? Godfrey, the first Elden Lord. I ended up dying 15 times to this boss, which is more than I usually die. I don't know why I died so much. Usually I first try this guy. His attacks are very televised, you know, you can see where he's going to hit. But I just kept messing up. But I did absolutely demolish him. He is dead now and I have won, as always, because I am the best Elden Ring player. Oh, Radahn and Elden Beast. The banes of my existence. I died 59 times on this godforsaken boss. I don't care how many tries it would have taken. After the amount I've suffered because of this man, it became personal. I would have died 1,000 times just so I could kill this man once. He can win as much as he'd like. I need one victory and I am free. I can end my suffering. I can end this godforsaken video. I hate this boss. I suffered so much. I learned his attacks. I dodged everything. I became so good at this first bit just for Elden Beast to be easy. This is bullshit. I hate this final boss. I hate the pain he put me through. 59 deaths. Ugh. And then the Elden Beast isn't even worth talking about. I just shit on him. He died to my hand, to my blade. I am the best Elden Ring player and I have won yet again. Honestly, thank you for watching this far. Sorry this one took so long to make. You know, it was my birthday. I finally turned 18, you know. And also the DLC did come out, so I've been playing that. But, you know, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. This is what my stats ended up looking like by the end of the game. And this run took a little over 11 hours. See you all next time. Have a wonderful rest of your day.